my mom is going to be doing this. Love, 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 love. And she went through and my hands have a mind of their own. Hey, hello, how's it guys? Cassidy here. Welcome to my channel if you are new. And what did I just do? I don't know what this is. Moving on. I was super inspired to make this video. I've been seeing a lot of Instagram posts and blog posts and YouTube videos, people curating playlists or things that they're really loving at the moment. So I thought I would make my own. I thought I would start off with this one in the series and just call it My Beloved. So we're going to start off with smells, the things that I'm loving to wear, like perfume, and the things that I love smelling, like aromatherapy stuff, essential oils. So these are my two favorite perfumes. This is my every single day one. If I had to take you into my bathroom and show you that I have 7 bottles of these, I would not be lying. My mom always told me that you can never get the same perfume twice, and well, I disagree. I remember we were coming home from Singapore one year when I was quite young, and we were going through the duty-free perfumes, and I was just trying to be like my mom when she went through and smelled all the different perfumes, and I smelled this one and I was just like so taken. I'd never really been into perfumes then. I really enjoyed my hoity-toity like spray, I guess every 12-year-old girl or whatever was enjoying at the time, but I smelled this and it kind of changed the game for me. It's Elie Saab's La Parfum. The next one, this is my absolute, like, if I'm feeling very bougie, this is my go-to smell. Now, the thing about Jo Malone, it is really pricey. So I just want to say, like, if you ever go to Jo Malone, you will understand. It's such an experience. Like, you go into the store, they do a bunch of like skin tests and stuff on you, and it's just such an experience. Like, they can mix perfumes and make you like a curated smell, like personal to you. Next is essential oils. So when I found out that I had eczema, I kind of went deep into like aromatherapy, and I was just trying to find a way that I could fix it because nothing was working. I look into the benefits and then I kind of use that to, you know, for aromatherapy and stuff. I'll obviously find my favorite ones, but as I said, I use the benefits. So my everyday one that I burn like just before I go to bed is lavender, and it just relaxes you and it just eases your muscles, and it really helps with, you know, with insomnia and stuff like that. Not that I have, but if you are someone that struggles with insomnia, try burning lavender essential oils. It's beautiful. Another one that I use, which I'm really loving at the moment, is rose geranium. It's really good for like focus. So I use this to kind of help me if I need to do lots of work and stuff like that. I'll burn rose geranium. And then you obviously have your go-to, like if you have friends and stuff over. This one's actually my sister's, but I love it. It's really citrusy. It's the Anouk Oil Burner Blend from Aesop in Sea Point Sands. It's amazing. The next thing is music. So I have actually linked everything down below where you can get these things. Playlists, everything, stores, whatever, you name it. I've linked it down below. Now, I listen to an array of music. People always ask me what my favorite genre is or what I'm really loving listening to at the moment, but it's all mood dependent. So I have 4 playlists which I want to share, and you guys can go into my profile and check it out, but they are called Fire, Earth, Water, and Air, and basically I put certain types of genres into those playlists. The Fire playlist is really like high energy playlist. The Earth playlist is really like groovy, poolside with a cocktail, you and your friends just like grooving. Then the Water playlist is obviously water, tears. It's linked to like really sad and like beautiful music. And then Air is a beautiful playlist I've curated of ambient noise and ambient music with no words. Anyway, that's that. What's this? My hands have a mind of their own. It was this, now it's this. Next thing you know, it's gonna be this. Anyway, moving on. So that's the music that I'm listening to. While I'm on music, let's talk about movies. So I'm in film, so I love movies and series. But something you wouldn't expect is that my go-to thing to watch is actually stand-up comedy. I love laughing, so yeah. And my favorite comedians are Brett Morin and Tom Segura. Yeah, that's on that. And then what I'm currently watching, which I'm loving, Hollywood. It's an amazing play on I'm not too sure the year. I think it's around the 1920s, but acting during like the 1920s, old Hollywood, and it's just the way they put it together, the art department, the sound, like, oh, it just ties together so well. And if you're an actor or an actress, I highly suggest you watch it. You'll probably fall in love with it, just like I did. The next thing is white lines. My mom is going to be doing this when she is that I've suggested white lines. It's beautiful. The last one, which I'm currently watching, is The Politician. It's kind of outrageous, but I love it. Next thing is clothes. Basics and neutrals. So your whites, your greys, your browns, your nudes, blacks, and then denim. Those are my color choices. Obviously, every now and again, I'll go like out there and I'll get something that's red or yellow. But for me, my life is neutrals. And so I'm just going to show you my favorite 2 pairs of jeans, because these people ask me about them all the time. So I'm obviously small, so I struggle to find things that, and I dress to my body type, but I struggle to find things that make me look how I want to look. And I came across this pair of jeans. I know it doesn't look like much. Everyone thinks that they're Levi's because of this brown staple over here, but actually I got them when I was living in London. They are called Monkey with an I, but they are a beautiful tapered pair of jeans, so it kind of goes out because I have a tiny waist, and if you have a tiny waist, you know what that means. So that's my every single day kind of jean. Then the next one that I wear, I get lots of comments on these, so I thought I would link them here today, is these are my Zara wide leg. Also, same thing, if you can see, like the distress at the bottom. But they are such an amazing pair of jeans because they are the wide leg, and they just cut me so perfectly, like they touch the floor, and they're high-waisted, so they just make me look really tall, and I love them. So the next thing I want to talk about is jewelry. This is probably the most like requested question, I guess, is where am I getting my jewelry from. So I love going to little boutiques, and so when I was living in London, I was like only wearing silver jewelry, and then I just saw how everyone else was wearing the gold jewelry, and it looked so like bougie and expensive, so I really got into it. I will link them down below, but this is from a boutique store in Hout Bay called Spirit, and these were gifted to me by a brand called By Cara on Instagram. Next thing is makeup and skincare. Now, people always want to know how I get my glow. Well, I'll tell you. First of all, I'm not going to tell you my whole routine because that's a whole nother video in itself. Skin Republic's Volcanic Ash Mask. It's just so perfect. Like, it literally is. I used it, and afterwards my skin felt so calm. It had drawn out all the toxins, so soft. And so I love that mask. And then another thing, sunblock. I wear sunblock. I put sunblock on like 2 to 3 times a day. The next 2 things I want to talk about is makeup. So these are things that aid my, I think aid is the right word, but they add to my glow. The one is this MAC blush. Now, as a kid, I used to hate blush. I was so scared of it. But I went to the store and then they showed me this one. And you're looking at it now and you're going, oh my goodness, that's very pink. But the thing is, it's got this, it's not even pink, it's like rose gold, so it's actually more of a highlighter. The next thing, I don't actually have it with me because I ran out. Soz. But any cream or liquid bronzer, it's, that's it, that's all. I'm going to talk about books for a second. So this is incredibly personal to me, and I don't know what type of books you like reading, but I will tell you that these 3 books changed my life. In all honesty, I found this book. This is The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. This book honestly did change my life. I went out for drinks one day with my friend and he had a quote from this book as his wallpaper, and it was just about like the law of attraction. If you have a positive mind, you naturally look for positive things, and then positive things come to you. But if you're a pessimist and you look for negative things, you will only find the negative, in turn only getting the negative. And I just fell in love with that. It really resonated with me. So I bought the book, and honestly, it is on my bedside table. Whenever I struggle or need techniques or anything, I use this book. I do want to mention though, because people will probably read this and be like, oh, he speaks a lot about religion and faith, But it's not about being religious. It's about the act of believing in something. So when you say a positive affirmation, saying it enough times until you believe it. So a lot of people have that religious, like they refer to, like verses and stuff like that. And they say it out loud and they believe it. He will use that as an analogy throughout the book. But yeah, just having faith, whether it be in your kind words of affirmation, religion, whatever it is that you're on a personal journey for. Amazing book. The next 2 books I would highly suggest any girl pick up. I don't really know what it's like as a guy to read these books, of course, but I just recommend every girl buying these 2 books because it is about the cycle of things. But it's the 2 Rupi Kaur poetry books. She just has these beautiful little poems throughout the books. And when I say like little, some of them are like this short. And she does everything like in the life cycle. So for example, this one's obviously the sun and her flowers, and it's wilting, falling, rooting, rising and blooming. And it's just so beautiful because it's just about like self-love and, you know, how to find yourself if you're lost, if you're heartbroken, things like that. They really just, I had a really difficult time at some stage in my life, and these books just really helped me with self-discovery and putting me back together. But even now, even though I've finished them, I still pick them up and I still read them if I'm having a difficult time. I kind of just went through my whole life and the things that I love really quickly. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I love making stuff like that. Like this. I love personalizing my life for you guys so I can feel a little bit more tangible, I guess. But yes, if you like this type of video, let me know. I'd be happy, actually more than happy, to make more of them.